Greetings. It's your girl B.A.E Upcycle, and today is Sunday, January 12th, 2020. Yes, 2020. Today is hashtag in my view. And in my view is about personal growth that I have gone through myself. And today I want to share with you guys some parts of my affirmations that I wrote for myself. For those who don't know what affirmations is, they're basically positive messages that you speak to yourself. It's your own prep talk. Not prep talk. Pep talk. It's your own pep talk. These are sentences that you put together based off of things that you want to change in your life, things you want to improve on in your life, right? So, as a result of me reading Louise Hay's You Can Heal Your Life, where she talks a lot about affirmations and changing the thinking pattern. Also, watching a lot of motivational speakers, Les Brown, Gary Vee, Lisa, I don't know her last name. Nicole, I don't know her last name either. But one thing I have gotten from all of them as truth is that we have to change our thought patterns. And the reason why I hold what they say as truth is because it's in line with what my spiritual teachers have taught me, and it's also in line with what the Quran says. And Allah forgive me, forgive or take from this, but the Quran states, and I apologize, I do not know actually where in the Quran it states, but you can search this up and find this for yourself. But Allah will not change the condition of the people until we change the conditions of our heart. And so all of that is in line, in my opinion. So I believe that what she says and what they say holds truth. And so I'm in a position where I'm ready to practice this truth. Okay, so that's my disclaimer. Let me move forward. I have 5 sections in my affirmation. It's about maybe 3 minutes long, but it's something that I do at least once a day. I read it out loud. I listen to it because I've also recorded it. So I also listen to it as well because once again, I am in transition of changing my thought patterns, right? I suffer from intrusive thoughts, which is something, it's something that it took a long time for me to come to terms with it. And it took a long time, once I came to terms with it, to want to be able to change it. So these intrusive thoughts are basically when I'm thinking of something good, and whether it's a person's actions or something that's happened in the past, and I'm in a really good vibe of like, yeah, this is good. These intrusive thoughts, these negative thoughts, they come in and they intrude on my good vibe. They take over my good vibe. I feed into these. I had to come to terms that I actually allow them space to grow. And it's my own doing that I feed into them, and I fall into this dark place with them. And so part of my goal currently is to realize the triggers and see when they come, and then do my best to do the opposite, avoid them. Acknowledge that they're there. Give them their acknowledgement. Oh, okay, that's an intrusive thought. That's what you are. But right now we're going to set you over here to the side. Okay. So moving on. My affirmations. It's, like I said, it's about 3 minutes long. But I'm going to just give you the first sentence of each section. I have 5 sections. And I'll explain a little bit why I chose each section as we go. So my first section, my first sentence is, I am one with the very power that created me. That is a very bold statement. That is saying that I am one with God, right? Some people will say, oh, you can't be one with God because there's God and then there's you. And from my understanding and my beliefs and what I've been taught is one way that we know God is to know ourselves. And so with that statement, I really want to have a true understanding of Allah's knowledge of himself. And I feel this starts with, one, recognizing him as God, and two, me recognizing myself and who I am. Okay? People disagree, that's fine. But if you know me, you know that I understand that my way is for me because God gave it to me, and your way is for you because God gave it to you. And though we may have some similarities, it's okay that we have differences as well, because the differences is what makes us unique. Okay? Moving on to number 2. I start section 2 through 4 with from this moment. So my first from this moment is, from this moment, I have chosen to arise above my unhealthy personality problems and recognize the magnificence of my being. So this is, I'm choosing to stop those intrusive thoughts. I'm choosing to stop those dark moments. I'm choosing to rise above them and understand that I am a magnificent being. God created me. All of God's creation is magnificent. Why can't I be one as well? Well, the thing is I can, and it all starts with the thought patterns. So my second from this moment is, I recognize my body as my best friend. Yo, we all have a best friend, right? This is our best friend. This is what we do together, yada, yada, yada. But for me, I'm recognizing my body as my best friend. I have a clear understanding that my soul and my physical body is two different things. And once this physical body dies, I am just left with my soul. And what better best friend than to have my body as my best friend? Because we go out of our way for our best friend, right? But we don't go out of the way for our body. We don't go out of the way for our diet. So these words that we use is what triggers certain things in us to be motivated to do more. And so I'm choosing to say that my body is my best friend. All right. My third from this moment is, from this moment on, I allow the success formula to flow through me and manifest in my world. Right? I know I have really good gifts to share with the world. But for some reason, I get kind of shy. I get shy with them when people compliment me. I'm just like, oh, yeah, okay, but I'm ready to allow the success of my skills to flow through me and to share them with the world. Okay? So my last from this, I actually have 4 from this moment on. 4. My last from this moment on is, I give myself permission to be all that I can be. I have to give myself permission because for so long I have held myself back. For so long I have been in my own way of success. I have been in my own way of whatever it is that I want. I have stood in my own way. And for a very long time, I accused other people of standing in my way. It's your fault because you did this. It's your fault because you said that. It's your fault because this happened. And I was constantly doing what? Pointing my fingers, and there's all these fingers pointing back, right? I'm at a position in my life where that is not what I want to do. I have hurt people by doing that. If you're one of the people that I have hurt, I'm publicly saying I am truly sorry. I'm sorry. You guys know I kind of get emotional sometimes. I'm sorry. Just from the deepest part of me, I apologize if I ever hurt you by claiming you to be one of those people, and I ask for your forgiveness. Please forgive me. I am at a point where I'm accepting responsibility for my own actions more so than I've ever had, and as for every minute micro action as well. All right, you guys, 10 minutes is almost here, and that's the end of my affirmations. I hope it's something that you guys can use, something you can come up for yourselves. If you need anything, if you have any questions, leave it in the comment below. Like this video, and I hope you stay tuned for more to come. Until next time, peace.